Hey guys, Buff Game Back. Today we're going to have a video, and today for our weapon conversion series we are covering the M110 SASS, or the semi-automatic sniper system. So we'll go ahead and run this weapon, show you how to convert it from the base Tempus turret, build it up, check it out in the firing range, and see how it handles in-game. Let's go ahead now, we'll back out, and here's our final design for the M110 SASS, or the semi-automatic sniper system. So backing out here, let's go ahead and we will select the base Tempus turret. So at base, right here, a couple things you want to change with this weapon. So first off, we'll start with the stock. So the stock, now they did fix this glitch of multiplayer and everything here. Obviously, I'm using this in DMZ. You can see I can select the stock. So they just fixed this the other day. For this stock, we're going to want the Demo Precision Factory Elite. So at base, it comes with that salt mod stock. We want what is essentially the M16 butt stock. So it's going to assist us with recoil control, with the cons being aim down sight speed and crouch movement speed. So we'll go ahead and select that, and you can tune that. I like to just tune it aim and idle stability. Then for the scope, we'll go ahead and you can do a couple different things here. I'm going to be running the Luco Field 6. This is the one that comes with the weapon itself. I believe this is actually based on a Leopold optic. In real life, the M110 comes with a Leopold 3 to 11 or something like that along those lines. So this is similar, not exact, but we'll go ahead and go with this one here. You can see how that looks. Just different scope mounts there, or ring mounts for the optic. So another really good option, which I can show off in the final design, would be the let's see, where is it? The Luca Bandera scope. This is another really good one, 3.7 to 8. That one's good too, but I really like the one that comes with this, that being the Luca Field 6. You can always run with the heat source like we did with the SR25, but I like the Luca Field 6. Really good. Gives you that 6 to 12 times zoom. We'll tune that all the way to far for eye positioning. Now for the laser, we're going to go ahead and just throw an LAV on here, or you can just throw on a LAS 44 because you don't really necessarily need the sprint to fire, but I'll go ahead and throw on the LAV. We'll go ahead and put that on, and you can tune it. I like to tune these ones for my marksman rifles or snipers all the way to aiming idle stability. That way there's just less scope sway. Now, the other key attachment here is for the barrel option. So at base, I believe the barrel is around a 20-inch barrel. The other choices you have here are the 12.5, 24-inch outreach. You also have the 16-inch and the 14 Chroma LRS, and we're going to want the Chroma LRS. So this one is going to give us the sound suppression, bullet velocity, damage range, hip fire accuracy, aim down sight speed, hip recoil control, and movement speed are cons. Now the text for this says that it's a 14-inch barrel with an integrated suppressor, which is really not true. I mean, it's just pairing this, but in real life, this is not really a 14-inch barrel. It's a 20-inch barrel, and this suppressor goes over the barrel and slides down quite a ways on the barrel. So that's just how it is. It's still, in real life, a 20-inch barrel. The suppressor is a very large suppressor, which still sticks out quite a bit from the actual end of the barrel, but it does slide over and thread on to the barrel. So here it's saying it's a 14-inch barrel, which is fine, but in real life it is a 20. It does have this long suppressor on it as well. So we'll tune that to damage at range, recoil steadiness, and then for our underbarrel attachment, we're going to want a bipod here. So I am going to run, we're going to run the Cornerstone bipod, or, well, actually I don't have it unlocked here for DMZ, but what I'm running in the gameplay is going to be the level aim bipod. So we'll go ahead and do the Cornerstone just because it's the one I have unlocked here, but in the gameplay I'm definitely not using that one. I'm using the level aim. Just it looks more accurate to what comes with the Knight's M110. So we'll go ahead and select this. Again, all the bipods are pretty similar. It's going to allow you to mount that. Now for the camouflage here, we're going to go ahead and want clay. Someone said that sand looks even better than clay on a lot of the weapons, which I do agree. It does look really good. I need to unlock that, but for now we have sand. Go ahead and do that. It comes with basically the flat earth camo that comes with the M110 SR25s, things like that. So we'll go ahead and select that one. And this is our final design. This is the M110 SASS, or the semi-automatic sniper system. So there it is, looking really clean. Really nice weapon. Now, again, same with the SR25 because it is very similar to the SR25 and the Mark 11, just with some minor differences. Mainly being the handguard is a RAS handguard instead of the handguards that came with the SR25 and the Mark 11. So some adjustments there, I believe, were made. You also have the M16 type buttstock. But again, the overall weapon is relatively similar, the same for the most part. Especially the lower here, you have completely ambidextrous fire controls, left and right side. You have the mag release on the left and right side, and obviously the bolt release there as well. So fully ambidextrous, base 20 round magazine. This is our M110 SASS. Now again, in real life, the barrel is not 14 inches. It would probably go out quite a bit longer. You also would have integrated flip-up iron sights here, right on the end of the, right on the end of the rail system here. It almost looks like they did include that. Right there, they did. So they did include the flip-up iron sights that are integrated in. So basically what these are, it has the rail mount on it. That T48, that last rail there on the end, right in line with the PEC 15 there. You can see that little divot, I guess, and you can see where the iron sight is. So what that does is it would flip up, and then it would flip down, and again, it just has Picatinny integrated onto it. So you flip it down, and you can mount stuff right on top of it. Or if you need to, you can not mount anything there and flip it up. So that's a pretty cool detail. I didn't notice that they actually included that here in the game, but they did with this, at least with this barrel. And you can see right there in the end, you can see the hinge to where that would flip up. Let's go ahead and kind of bring it over here. So there it is. There's the hinge that would flip up. There's your front iron sight there, integrated right into the Picatinny rail. So really cool detail. Let's go ahead and back out. We will jump into the firing range here. Here is our M110 SASS semi-automatic sniper system, firing the 7.62 by 51mm NATO. And again, it's just a one-shot headshot, or it's going to be 2 to the body, pretty much at almost any range you'll see in the gameplay, assuming I hit my target. And again, because it is semi-automatic, the recoil is what you make of it, how fast you want to pull the trigger. You can either let that retain 0 or fire quickly. So that's our M110 SASS. Obviously, the bipod mount reduces the recoil drastically if you're mounted like this. And I can pop off shots really easy. You can take out like a whole team like this if you're mounted and just rapid firing this thing. So that's our M110 SASS. Go ahead and back out. Here's the final design once more. Go ahead and jump into the gameplay here. So in the gameplay, I'm going to, again, run it on the Los Alamos Mexican map there. It just seems like the variety of multiplayer maps is kind of bad for where we want to show off this map. I do miss that Euphrates Bridge map from Modern Warfare 2019, I think it was called, because that was really perfect for all of these conversion videos, especially when we're running a weapon like this, because we were able to stretch it out to longer ranges, which we don't really, at least we can't really do it to the really well on this game. But there are a couple maps which I just don't like playing on, so I didn't run it on that one, especially trying to get good gameplay here. I don't want everyone to be so spread out, but that Euphrates Bridge was definitely a good map. But again, the M110, so this is essentially an SR25. It is designated as a semi-automatic sniper system or a DMR designated marksman rifle. Been in service from 1990 through present. Now, the M110 itself, I don't think was adopted and put into service until 2007, if I'm not mistaken. And what happened with this is the M24 was performing a certain way in Iraq and Afghanistan, and those dense urban environments, you needed something that wasn't a bolt action. So essentially there was a competition, the SASS competition, to have a semi-automatic sniper system and engage. What it did was allow you to engage multiple targets in those dense urban areas with lots of rich target environments, right? So the SR25 won that competition. It was slightly modified as the XM110, adopted as the M110. Very little difference between this and the SR25 besides, like I said, the the barrel, handguards, suppressor integration, buttstock, things like that. At its core, it's still essentially an SR25 with some design changes specifically for that to meet that SASS competition. So it was adopted. It's seen action in Afghanistan, Iraq wars. You will remember this. The M110 or the SR25, the M110 was being used by Chris Kyle as well. I believe he was using it as an M110, or maybe he was just using a straight SR25. I have to go back and look. Designer for this weapon is Eugene Stoner. Manufacturer is Knights Armament Company. It's based on the AR-10 platform. But when Eugene Stoner joined with Knights Armament Company later on and revisited that AR-10 platform, basically what they did is mix that in with different AR-15 integrations to make it more reliable, accurate, etc. So it's based loosely on the AR-10, but it's still basically a mixture of the AR-10 and AR-15 platform is what the SR-25 is. So the variants for this weapon are the SR-25, obviously, the Enhanced Match Rifle, the ECC SR-25, the M110, and then you have the Mark 11s Mod 0, 1, 2. You also have the the M110s A1, A2, and A3, I believe there are. The mass for this weapon is going to be 10.75 pounds or 4.88 kilograms, with the overall length being 1,118 millimeters or 44 inches. Now, that is not with including the suppressor. When you put the suppressor on it, it adds quite a bit more to it, I believe. I don't know off the top of my head what the suppressor length is from the buttstock all the way to the end of the suppressor, but it does make it a large weapon, which definitely maneuverability-wise, when you have the suppressor on, you're carrying a pretty long weapon, which definitely for ergonomic purposes, getting that barrel with the suppressor caught on things because it's just so long is definitely something that was happening. But overall, very reliable weapon. Great feedback for this weapon. The barrel length for this weapon in real life is going to be either 24 inches, 20 inches, or 16 inches. They also, later on, different variants try to reduce that for the CSASS program down to 14 inches, which we kind of see here with this 14-inch barrel. However, as we mentioned, it's really not a 14-inch barrel. It's still a 20-inch barrel in real life. Cartridge is going to be the 7.62 by 51mm NATO. However, the M110, I believe it's the A3 variant, is chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, which is exactly what we see with the M110 SASR here in this game, is the 6.5 Creedmoor. The action is a gas-operated rotating bolt. The rate of fire is semi-automatic, and the feed system being 10 to 20 round detachable box magazine. So here at base, we have the 20 round box magazine. Let me know what you guys think of this. It was eventually replaced by the Mark 11 Mod 0. However, I believe that replacement happened at the end of 2017. But like I said, the M110 still in use. You have the A3, things like that. So it's still a very, very reliable weapon. And the different variants you have of the M110 SASS, A2, A3, like I said. Now the overall length with the suppressor here, actually I do have it here. So the overall length with the suppressor is going to be, never mind, I lied. I don't have that length, but it is it's still a very long weapon. Without the suppressor, it's still going to come in around 46 inches with the M110 buttstock fully retracted, and then you have things like the without the suppressor and other things can vary down to 39 inches. So whatever it is with the suppressor on there, I'm not sure. 20-inch barrel. Cartridge, like we said, 7.62 by 51mm or 6.5 Creedmoor with the A3 variant. The muzzle velocity for this weapon is going to be 783 meters per second or 2,570 feet per second. The effective firing range is going to be 800 meters or 875 yards. And then that's pretty much it for this weapon. The mass overall, unloaded versus loaded, is either going to be 13 pounds to 10 pounds. So still a fairly light rifle given the overall length of this thing. And like I said, that long suppressor does go over the barrel quite a ways to make it look like you see here in game. Make it look like it is a integrated suppressor, but it really is not. So let me know what you guys think down below. The M110 is just a great weapon. I really love using this in Sandstorm as well. Interesting to see the A3 for the 6.5 Creedmoor conversions, I believe, was done very recently, as early as 2019. So those weapons are there. The M110A2 also with M-lock handguard on it. So this is the base M110 with the RAS rail accessory system on there for the handguard, similar to what we covered with the SR25 the other day. Let me know your thoughts down below. Social media links, everything like that, down below in the description. We have Instagram, Twitter, Discord, good community there over on Discord. If you guys want to get a hold of me, Instagram, Twitter, also Discord, really good places. We have a Twitch link down there. Not that I'm streaming over there too much these days, but I'll stream on there once in a while, as well as here on YouTube. So let me know your thoughts down below. M110, what's your favorite setup with this weapon? Till next time, this is Buffner Gaming with the M110 SASS, the semi-automatic sniper system. Till next time, Buffner Gaming, out.